Hi, fourth grade friends. It's Mrs. Green today. What we're going to go ahead and do today is the other day we started to work on our second opinion piece. Now, if you haven't finished your writing opinion piece about the turkey, you really need to get finished with that because I'm going to start finishing grading them later on this week, and you don't want to have that as a homework assignment over the weekend, okay? So what I need for you to do is this. Yesterday, I had you, or not yesterday, excuse me, but Monday, I had you guys read an article, one about cats, one about dogs. And some of you decided that even after reading both of those articles, you still might prefer to have a fish as a pet or a snake as a pet or something else as a pet. Well, you know Mrs. Green's love for cats. So at this point, I know that I myself cannot have any other stronger opinion other than the idea that I would really like, or I think cats make better pets than dogs or anything else in the world. So what I'm going to do today, and this is what you are expected to do, is you are expected to come up with your OREO plan, and you are expected to start writing your very first middle paragraphs, okay? Again, you should be using those articles that we had on Google Classroom. So if I pull those articles up, you can go over here into Google Classroom. They're ready to go. So if you need any help today, please make sure that you go into your Google Classroom. And if you come right down here, it said opinion mentor text. And this one is why dogs make better pets, why cats make better pets, okay? So check these articles out if you still are having trouble. But what Mrs. Green is going to do today is I'm going to focus on how I plan to write my story. And I really want to make sure that when I write my story that I have all the necessary information possible. I'm even going to kind of zoom out of that so we can kind of see some of the article underneath. And so what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go ahead and start with my cookie. This is my introduction. And I want to make sure that my introduction is really good and it gets the attention of my readers. I want to make sure that they understand. So I might say something like, do you love lots of snuggles and cuddles? If so, a cat is the perfect pet for you. So that right there is my very, very, very first opinion. It's my top OREO. It's my opinion. It's what I'm going to share. And now I need to give people reasons and examples for why that cat or why a cat is the perfect pet for them. And so over here on this article, you can even see it. There's the big words like grooming, companionship, exercise, noise, and training. All of these ideas are your reasons. And your examples are right down here. So for instance, the very first reason why I love having my cat Mia is my cat does take care of herself. She is very soft and she is very clean. And that is because she grooms herself. She takes care of herself. I don't have to pay a lot of money to go to the vet and take care, or to go to the groomer and take care of her like a lot of dog families do. And that runs into money. So I might even mention that in my example. So let's try OREO example number 1. Watch me write this. So that is my very first reason. And my reasons are really important, but I wanted to actually take a moment and I'm going to write my example in a different color here. Okay. The example is that cats actually don't even need to be brushed or anything. They just bathe themselves. They have bristles on their tongue that actually brush their fur. So I'm going to use that as an example. And I might even say how cats are kind of better than dogs because truly, when they groom themselves, I don't have to pay someone else to do it. So you can see here that I kind of went over my first Oreo icing pit, but you see how this is my reason. It's just one sentence, but my example is much greater. Many people know this, but cats have rough tongues that brush their fur when they lick themselves. They even take baths during the day. And I'm even going to write myself a little note. I'm not going to write it down right now, but I'm going to write myself money. I save myself money by having a cat because I don't have to take her to the store to get groomed. Okay. So my second reason I love my cat, or I think cats are great, is because cats actually are really good at being alone. So Mrs. Green likes to travel, and cats are perfect because they can be left alone for a couple days actually by themselves before they're going to need another bowl of food or something, versus dogs who have to go outside to use the bathroom and everything. You can't really leave them alone. So I'm going to write cats are great pets for people who like to travel. And so now I have to give my example. And remember, an example is a story or an example is a fact that supports your reason. For instance, I like to go visit my family in Chicago. So my reason was cats are great pets for people who like to travel. For instance, I like to go to visit my family in Chicago. I can leave my cat Mia, my cat Mia for a long weekend and she will be okay. She just needs some extra food. So this is my middle Oreo. Let's work on my last Oreo. or my last reason and example. So if I look over here, I'm actually going to take a break and look back over here at my notes because I forget noise. Dogs can bark all hours of the night. I kind of agree with that, but I think cats make just as much noise too because they meow. Cats and dogs both need daily exercise. That's true. However, cats need much less exercise than a dog. Most dogs need to be taken for a walk twice a day, even in the rain. Your cat will probably be happy to just chase a ball. Training. Okay, I kind of like this reason the best. Training. Dogs need training to live with people. They need to be taught not to jump on people, how to sit and stay, and many other things. You may even need to teach your dog to lie down so that they can have some quiet time. Cats can be trained to fetch a ball or walk on a leash, but these lessons are just for fun. You don't need to train your cat to be a good pet. I think that's actually a really good reason. So I'm going to bring my example back up here. I think cats Again, here's my reason. If I bring my cursor back over here, you can see the red dot circling there. Training is the reason. My example is now this information that comes down here, or examples from my own life. So for instance, sorry folks. So for instance, my cat already knew what she needed to be a house pet. So, fourth grade friends, what you see right here is you see I've had my opinion. I've come up with 3 reasons and examples. Now what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take my document here, and I need to go into my Google Drive. So you're going to go ahead and pull up Google just like this, but for you, you're going to pull up the tile that looks like this. It'll say Google Drive. You're going to come in here, and what you're going to do is you're going to create something new, and it's going to ask you what you want to create. Oh, it should ask you what you want to create. And you're going to click a blue document. You're going to create a brand new document. And what you're going to do is you're going to name this your name. So I'm going to write my name. You're going to write your name. Mrs. Green Cat Paper. If you believe dogs are the best pets, why don't you write dog paper? If you believe fish are the best pets, why don't you write fish paper? If you want birds as the best pets, write bird paper. But Mrs. Green Cat Paper, and then what you're going to do is you're going to share this with your teacher. So it's already shared with me because I'm the owner, but you're going to type in egreen@zps.org, and it's going to hit, I'm going to hit send then. You can even write me a little message. And the cool part is when I open my email up later, I will have a little ping in my inbox right here, and it will say that somebody has shared with me. So there I am. I just shared my cat paper. You guys should be sharing your papers with Mrs. Green. And all I'm going to start doing today is I'm going to start typing those 3 paragraphs right there. I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to start typing it right over here in my document. I'm going to then take this paragraph and type it right over there in my document, and this paragraph right over there is typing on my document. The only thing that you do not need to type today is you do not need to type your introduction or your conclusion. All right, you've got a lot to do, 4th graders. Good luck. If you need me, hop back on Zoom. I would love to help you. Truly, I would love to help you.